Thank you so much for coming to the Solarize Detox, well, really, AKA the Just Juice July intro. What I'm going to do today is go over some of the things we did in the Solarize Detox Challenge and talk about what to look forward to in Just Juice July, why we're doing it. So this is Cuban oregano, which we definitely going to talk about during the Solarize Detox Challenge. So giving thanks, honor, and glory to the Most High and that power within us. Ashe. Ashe. Sending love, light to those in need of healing today. Ashe. Giving thanks to the ancestors who have come before us, all of these indigenous tribes who have paved the way for where we are today. Ashe. And then honoring that God within and that God within all of us, within the animals, the trees, the planets, and the organics. Ashe. Mwah. Thank you to my Cuban oregano. And yes, once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. So my name is Roots. You could call me Roots. The full expression is Roots God Fender. You know, I'm a holistic health therapist. I am an artist. I am a advocate for life and love. Thank y'all so much one more time for, coming and joining little old me to talk about health, but also to do health, perform health. How do we do that? Sometimes it's really just about being still, being also in a group setting, whether it be physical or virtual, where we're talking about these things and we're also doing these things. And one way I want us to do these things, first, we're going to start with some affirmation with some sound as well, and then get into some breath and some yoga. And really the challenge is to juice as much as possible, as opposed to eating 5, 12, 13 meals a day, which, unfortunately us as what they call Americans are so accustomed to. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to do a few affirmations, a few health affirmations. All right. So the first one, I just want you to repeat after me. I am healthy.
I am healthy.
I am abundant.
I am abundant.
I am fueling my body with natural and organic fuel.
I am fueling my body with natural and organic fuel.
I'm in love with my body.
I'm in love with my body.
I'm in love with my mind.
I'm in love with my mind.
I think and carry positive thoughts and vibrations.
I think and carry positive thoughts and vibrations.
I am at peace.
Peace.
Take a deep breath in. Close your second and third eye. Keep your first eye open. Hold that breath in for a moment. And as you breathe out, release all tension from your neck, the top of your head, your shoulders, your back. Let it all fall to the core of Mother Earth. Taking another deep breath in, fueling your body, fueling every cell. Feeling that electromagnetism pass up and down your spine as your crown aligns to the heavens, as your root goes down into Mother Earth. Feel the stretch in between each and every vertebrae, lifting you. Your shoulders down and back, expanding that heart, expanding that chest, and breathing out on a taking a deep breath in and out on an As long as you can, take a deep breath in. Take a deeper breath in through the mouth. And We're going to breathe in for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe in for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. And as you're holding your breath, I want you to think about what else you may be holding on to right now that you are ready to let go of today, that you are ready to release in this moment, that is not bringing you any joy, satisfaction, or solace, that is robbing you of your peace. It may be physical tension in your body. It may be mental stress on your mind, financial stress in your pockets. It may be spiritual weight, feelings that you may be harboring from the past that you really just are ready to let go of. And though it's easier said than done, I want you to just release yourself from these bondages as you breathe out as slowly as possible, on a like you're blowing bubbles in the park, blowing through your lips on a ooh. Once you let all the breath out of your body, breathe in and hold. Starting to really go within, monitoring each and every fiber of your body, monitoring each and every bone, and slowly releasing. Gonna breathe in. Feel that expansion in your chest, lifting your heart chakra up. Breathe in again. And dropping your jaw, breathing out. Taking a deep breath in, feeling it activating your first eye, feeling it activating that throat, opening up that throat, opening up those muscles in your shoulders, in your chest, in your back, floating all the way down to that root. And as you breathe out, breathing out on a V, feeling that energy travel up through every energy center or arit or chakra, feeling the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the first eye, the crown, everything illuminating, lighting up, raising, not only physically, but raising in vibration. One more time, take a deep breath in. Breathe in again. And breathe in and out and in, out, breathe in and out, in, out, breathe in and out, in and out, in, out, in, out, breathe in and out, in and out, breathe in and out, and in and out, in, 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 breathe out, expand, contract, expand, contract, breathe in, out, out, breathe in, and out, breathe in, and hold. Starting to monitor your physical, how you're feeling right now. how your blood is moving, your pulse, your bones. Sending love to every area of stress, of tension. And breathe out as slowly as possible. Release all of that air until the belly button goes back towards the spine, letting all of that go. And once you get all the air out your body, hold. So don't inhale. Keep all of that air outside of the body for a moment. Keep focusing your mind on all the sensations of your body. Focus on your toes. How do they feel? Working up to the ankles, to the calves, to the knees, the thighs. Sending attention to all of those areas, to your hips, your lower back, your pelvis, your abdomen, your lumbar vertebrae, your lungs, your rib cage, up to your chest, your shoulders, your neck. And as you get to your nose, deeply breathe in through both nostrils. Breathe in again. And release slowly. Taking your right ear to your right shoulder, you're going to take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Drop your shoulders. Keep your chest up. Bring the right hand over to the left side of your head, gently pulling that neck, stretching. Take a deep breath in and release. Breathe in, release all the oxygen out of your body before you breathe in and hold. Release your breath, release your hand, neck comes straight. And gently over to the left side as you breathe in and breathe out. Left hand comes over to your right ear. Gently pulling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shoulders down, chest up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Release. Shoulders up to the ears as you breathe in. And down, breathe out. Up, breathe in. Down, breathe out. Up, breathe in. Down, breathe out. Take a deep breath in, hands prayer pose on your chest. And breathe out, clasp your fingers together. Take a deep breath in, pushing your palms up above your head, straightening your elbows. And breathe out, dropping your shoulders. Taking a deep breath in, hands are clasped together up above your head. And breathe out, hands come in front of you, chin to the chest, your rib cage and your vertebrae of your spine are going back as you curl your body, creating a C shape. You're going to breathe in, hands go back above your head, chest out, straightening up. And breathe out, hands down to the side. Shake out your right hand, shake out your left hand, shake out both hands. Start to feel that shake in your body. Wiggle, shake any way you need to. Take some deep breaths, refuel, re-energize. Bringing your left leg to your chest, giving it a nice hug, like, ooh, there's a newborn baby. Or maybe a friend you haven't seen in a long time, give that knee a nice little hug to the chest. You're gonna then grab your feet, and you are going to pull your feet into your chest, and then you are going to begin to straighten as much as you can while you're simultaneously pulling back, feeling that stretch, and then pointing your toe, and then releasing your hands from your feet to your ankle or to your calves, pulling your feet up and feeling that stretch in your hip. And then reverse, bringing that knee back into your chest, bringing your hands back to your feet, feeling that pull back, and gently release that foot down to the floor. Going to the right foot, same thing. First, hugging that knee into the chest, like you hugging a new pet. I know some of us got some new pets in here. But like you hugging yourself, giving yourself that self-love. Go ahead and give that knee a kiss too. Oh. And then once again, your hands go to your feet. You're going to gently pull from your hands while you're pushing from your feet. But your feet are gonna win. And then straighten out that foot. Point them toes. Point through that ankle. Feel that stretch in the hip. And then we're gonna reverse, knee back into the chest, and on your feet, and release. Yes, y'all. Just shake out your hips, shake out your thighs, shake out the glutes, shake out the roots. All right, that was a little something, and we definitely gonna be doing more all July. So recently, I had to acknowledge, fully be in my power, even in the words that I speak over myself. And so whether you're religious or not, I think that there is really, truly, to me, it's a fact that we are more spiritual than we are physical, and our lives go beyond these bodies. And the idea of a man is to be so caught up, man or woman really, is to be so caught up and consumed in this physical, superficial, if I may. And just in my journey, I've really seen how not only eating differently, but also treating myself differently, treating people differently, connects you in a sense to a deeper sense of self, and then therefore a deeper sense of this planet. So, I don't say roots God because I'm pretentious. I say roots God because we are all gods and goddesses, whether we realize it or not. I mean, in the Bible, it even says ye are gods, but you shall fall like men and princes of the earth, right? And then Jesus kind of repeats that. And that's not to say that I'm a super Bible thumper, but I think there's truth in everything. There's multiple religions that refer to similar things, such as even in the Quran, it says we are the Caliph, which basically means the Caliph of Allah, or the Most High, which basically means we are the placeholders on this planet. We do have a certain dominion over the earth, as you can see, and it hasn't necessarily been used in righteous ways. Part of what woke me up in a deeper way, not to say that I wasn't already aware of certain things, but when this whole coronavirus thing started happening, I really began to understand just my purpose a lot more. And a part of that was really about being more intentional with how I'm interacting with people, because we all have the power to heal ourselves, right? And sometimes the influences around us can either be to our detriment or they can help to elevate us. So I wanted to be an elevator, or a guide, somebody who people can, in a sense, even just through conversation, feel like they've raised in consciousness, or even just feel better, and just having more positive thoughts. So a part of my journey was like really being rigorous with going through different modalities, food science and herbalism, and getting deeper into the practices that I was already doing with music, making that breath work and turning that into meditation practices, things that I would learn in college from musical theater classes. Even a lot of the body work that we were doing in dance, a lot of it was very yoga based. So I'm like, oh, well, shoot, I was already doing a lot of these things intuitively or naturally. It's like I would wake up in the morning and start to do it. And I would notice how, you know, days where I wasn't doing these practices, how my body would feel. And then it was really hitting me during this whole, lockdown situation when I was like, oh wow, now I'm like forced to go within and really analyze not only the things I'm doing, but what am I eating? How am I feeling? How am I really interpreting all of this? And how can I be more accountable for myself? And so, with all these distractions, with everything that's trying to take us outside of ourselves, we have to remember to go within so we can take care of the without. The more that we are secure in ourselves, we can be secure in our relationships, the things around us. There's a reason why we eat. There's a reason why we drink. There's a reason why we behave the way we behave, interact with the people we interact with, smoke if we're smoking. There's a reason why we want to read if we're reading. There's a reason why we do everything. Everything has somewhat of an intention or an energy behind it. Even if we're not being intentional, there still is some sort of energy behind it. And so the more intentional we can be, then I think just the better we'll feel, the better we'll think, the better we'll behave. My father told me something really important one day. He said our bodies were not designed to sit down and just be on the couch and indoors all day. We were meant to get sunlight, go outside, work ourselves to our the furthest of our capabilities and abilities. And it's like doing these things, I began to really feel superhuman. My dreams were more connected. When I started fasting, it's just like I would almost feel what someone was about to say, start to see things like from behind me. When I started growing my hair, I kid you not, I didn't palm or twist anything. I just let it go after seeing myself in a dream looking like this. And it's like everything has been happening in such an aligned way that I'm like, okay, I'm just in flow and I'm accepting, and those are the things that I want to share. And a big part of me getting there, not only was it taking the classes that I took, investing thousands of dollars into educating myself, but it was also fasting and literally spirit just telling me, yo, you're not eating today, and you're not eating tomorrow, and you're not eating the next day. Or it's like you drinking all week. And it's like, even as I was getting through certain things that I was going through, such as smoking, or such as or some of, I guess a little bit of, I guess I could call it self-doubt, where it's like, what do they call it, the imposter syndrome or complex, where it's like, oh, like just going through different things, and rather than being in flow, we get so caught up in our own thoughts. And something just happened, like where this food, I started eating food that was medicinal. I started drinking juice, really being an alchemist in my kitchen and treating it like a science, like a laboratory. And so these are some things that I would like to share this month. And I'm very excited because this is the third go round now of me doing a leading a detox. For the past 2 years, I have done Just Juice January and Just Juice July. And the first time inviting people into it was Just Juice January this past year. um, and so I like to have a group that is not only going to be accountable through group practices, but is also going to meditate, work out together, do some yoga, do some breath work. We go over some conversations in terms of what we may be going through and dealing with. I'll be sharing recipes, of course, and then we also go through a PowerPoint. So, all right, we're good. All right, so on the final day, we reflected on our achievements, the lessons, the memories, and everything we covered, right? Um, and really, I set this up in a very spiritual way because, unfortunately, there's such a control on the spirit, whether it's through religious dogma or whether it's even through, this superficial living, this lifestyle that takes us away from spirit. So during the Solarize challenge and the Just Juice July challenge is gonna be a little different. But it's pretty much an organic liquid fast or a raw intermittent fast, right? Intermittent meaning you're eating one meal a day, using organic products for skin and hair care. Really just being mindful of the ingredients that are going in and on our bodies, whether that be dyes, whether that be makeup, anything like that, right? Really how we're thinking and how we're speaking and how that affects our vibration, our frequencies. Every rising, we would get up and write our rising pages. Uh, First thing we do, rise and set with the sun, which we'll talk about more so in the class. Spend time in nature every day. Attend all sessions. Be kind to yourself. Set personal goals and dare to go beyond. So that's pretty much how it's going to break down every day. We're going to go through a little session. I might show some videos as well. Um, so from some other great thought leaders and health community leaders. So I just wanted to give y'all that breakdown, and then next I want to just share a few testimonials from the Solarize Detox Challenge. There's results that I can't really argue with results, right? So I'm very very happy that a lot of people did benefit from this, and I just like part where she's saying it is definitely medicine, and I think it's important to acknowledge that uh traditional medicine is really what our ancestors were doing, in being in the ground, being with the earth, with the herbs and all of these things. When we think of modern medicine, uh, all it's been causing is new diseases, cancers and diabetes, people with high blood pressure. And a lot of this is, of course, also based on the inorganic food we're eating. But we'll talk about that a little bit more. Yeah, this was a meditation that I led, and I'm going to be leading daily meditations, of course. And I like to allow spirit to just move. This is somebody who attended the Soul Rise Detox Challenge, and I just love the part where she's saying, "You have literally changed my palate. I have no cravings." Right, and I think that I told her after this, I didn't change your palate. You changed your palate. And we all have the power to do this. Sometimes we just need a little helping hand, a little bit of encouragement, right? This is right from our chat. Actually, this is you, Carolyn, and I really appreciate this message and appreciate your presence, because it was definitely such a great vibe having you. And I just really love the point where you talked about the additional healing in your bones and joints and muscles, and the increased flexibility and the abundance of energy. I think it's just really important and affirming. My cousin talking about it just being a reminder and using this technology, like how we can use this technology or this technology can use us. So then, yes, this was a beautiful detox course. Incorporate things in my daily routine. We did a lot of different recipes. So my sister was talking about tearing up the sour sops and the mangoes, and it is mango season, so we're gonna have a good time with that. But so yeah, y'all, pretty much I'm gonna be sharing some juice recipes. We're gonna be doing yoga, meditation, some sound activation, body activation. I'm gonna get y'all singing, breathing. We're gonna be doing a lot of that. And then yes, the recipes. There will be a grocery list for those of you who want to pretty much stay strict and follow the regiment that I'm gonna be on. And then but pretty much there's no pressure. I'm not coming to anybody's house and pulling up and being like, you ate chicken today. Nah, it ain't like that. At the same time, I do want y'all to really think about setting goals. Once again, even if you don't join me this month, I want you to think about setting goals for yourself now and forever, because we really got to take our health seriously. I put up a post recently that was talking about most people aren't healthy because they don't mind their own business. We live so far outside of ourselves and get so caught up in all the external things, external news and media and law and government and all of these things that really are outside of our control. But yet when it comes to self-control, we're so scattered, and I think that even just taking the time, taking, investing in yourself and being a part of a group that is going to not only be a loving accountability partner, but also a good system to see reflections. We'll be able to manifest in so many different ways. This last detox I did for me was huge because it really just broke my cravings and addictions to smoking completely, to the point where it really just I don't even want to be around it. Not to say that I can't, but it's to say that it's like, oh wow, now there's my force field is strong enough to the point where energetically it really just doesn't resonate with me. And that's not saying that that's the goal for everyone. That's saying that I had a goal and I was able to achieve it by working through not only physically but spiritually, all of these things. Mentally, what was I going through? Why was I going through certain things that I probably felt like I needed to get into my habitual routine of breaking up and rolling and all of these things. So we got to dare ourselves to go beyond, to really elevate to our higher selves. And so that's why I want to continue doing these programs. I want to share with y'all, even if you don't join me for July, a few things that this could lead into. But pretty much that's Just Juice July. And within Just Juice July as well, there's going to be some live pop-ups, definitely in New York, definitely in Atlanta, Florida, DC, and that's all going to lead to an August free retreat with Queen Afua that I'll be helping to facilitate in Georgia. And this is completely free for everyone. Your family can come too. That's going to be August 5th through 7th, 2 hours away from Atlanta. And, that we'll be camping out and we'll be detoxing. We'll be doing some things with some really dope facilitators. And pretty much this is 22 acres of land that has been awarded to Queen Afua, where she's going to start a community, the actual city of wellness, which the first city of wellness we like to talk about is ourselves. So we want to be able to go through a healing process, take ourselves through a healing journey so that we can be able to not only expand in our practices, but expand in our mindfulness, expand in our spirit. So elevate our spirits, raise our vibrations as we continue through these very unpredictable, unprecedented times. But many of us, when we're in tune and once we're treating our bodies in a certain way, we're fortified. And not only are we fortified, we have that foresight. And so, it says many are called, few are chosen for a reason. So I thank y'all for choosing yourselves today. And, so my challenge is to you is to join me for the rest of July. Let's go into August. And then also in August, I'll be doing a live detox, a physical detox, the third week of August in Puerto Rico with Mama Pill, who is one of Dr. Sabi's widows, as well as Tassili, who is the owner of Tassili's Raw Reality in Atlanta, and Chef Danielle, as well as a shaman from Mexico. Her name is Ira. And I was able to go to Mexico and do ceremony with her, and it was a beautiful time. So that's going to be coming up in August as well. And everybody who joins in July will have a discount to that. The good thing about this is it really puts you on a schedule. You got somebody that you can lean on or call on, and then also we just the different tools, just the different conversations that come up. And I'm sure, like some of you who have joined me before, through our collective conversations, it's been very healing. The last class I cried. I was releasing like a baby, you know what I mean? And it was just so powerful for everybody to just be able to have a safe space and build community in this way. And a part of my vision is to take this, take everything we're doing, manifest in the physical, so we can build our own cities with our own schools and our own hospitals and our own libraries, etc., etc. Because truly, like, this planet is shifting. And so, I want to shift with people, honestly, that I could detox with. Because if you can't detox, then obviously, the parasites and worms in your body are way too comfortable. If you can't fast, then these demons, really, because when you look under the microscope and you see these things, that they look like demonic forces. So we gotta really be conscious about these things. And even when we are trying to have fun, we have to think about, all right, well, what does this fun really entail? How is this really fun for my spirit or my mind? Am I going to feel like am I going to feel heavy afterwards, or just unenergetic? And so I'm very excited to be doing this again, because whenever oh, something I wanted to say earlier, when this first started happening, this whole panorama thing, um there were a lot of people who I was around who had the COVID. And the thing that was happening at first, before I jumped into all these classes and everything, I was like literally just being like, yo, just drink this, and that. Or there was actually a friend who came over in December of 2019. He was sick as a dog. We didn't know what COVID was, but he was staying with me, and I was like, yo, we gonna drink this the whole time. Like, you gonna be better in 2 days. He was literally better in 2 days. And something that I learned is sometimes you just have to be so open as a vessel and speak certain things into existence and know that spirit is moving through you. Because truly, we all have these gifts, we all have these abilities, we all have these powers. It's just about how we activate them or how we hinder them. So none of us are more special than the other. We all have the ability to heal ourselves. And so the thing is just about having certain tools, and also a certain level of self-control and accountability as we're doing these things. Ashe. So with that being said, let me drop this in the chat real quick. Does anyone else have any other questions or comments, anything that they would like to vibrate on? Going once, going
Oh, my
twice.
bad. I got another one.
Go ahead. No bad at all.
But you personally, are you juicing the whole month?
Yeah, I'm definitely juicing the whole month.
Okay, I see now.
And I'm personally I'm going to share my intentions, because I definitely have a lot of intentions. I like to go into these with something to release, something to also obtain. So I'll be sharing that July 1st. But yeah, it's definitely not just about y'all. It's about me too. I wanna cleanse, and I want to continue to cleanse. I want to cleanse more than I pollute. Actually, really one of my goals is to stay in a space where, even in environments, because a lot of times you can be around energy, or you can even be inspired to have a certain energy in a certain environment. So Lee, you might relate to this. For example, you saw how my energy was when we were in rehearsal, and it's so for me, there's definitely something internally that I would like to release. And like I said, none of us are better than the other. We all have things that we're working on, and we always will. We're always elevating. So, I'm going to continue my elevation as well by doing 30 days just juice, at least 30 days.
Okay. Well, just to go off on what you said about vibrating higher, I did get a new puppy, and she's been knocked out since you led the meditation, like snoring almost.
That's beautiful. That's
So she's
beautiful.
very,
So whenever you
very
need a break from your puppy, you know that you could just come meditate with me.
I mean,
I'll put her out.
she'll just knock out.
Ashe. Yeah, definitely thank y'all for coming. Does anyone else have anything, or Lee, do you have anything else you want to add?
What's the location for the retreat?
So the one in Georgia is going to be it's let me get it right now for you. You know what I'll do? I'll do y'all one better. Let me share the flyer right now. I'm gonna share the flyer with you. Let me see. I just gotta find it on my cellular device. Shouldn't take no time.
Can you do the same
all right, there we
for
go.
the Puerto Rico as well?
Oh yeah, Puerto Rico, the flyer should be done in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, we got to do the photo shoot first. So yeah, that'll definitely be announced. That'll definitely be announced through all my platforms, social media, and all of that. The flyer for City of Wellness is already out. I can also drop the link. What I'm gonna do is share this real quick, and then I'm gonna locate the link, and then I'm going to share the link. So here's a flyer for City of Wellness. That's not it. That's not it. Let me see. There we go. Right. So Queen Afua, Dr. Marlene Neal Barnett, Queen Esther, Sacred Woman Amira Ansar, Tassili Ma'at, all of these beautiful folks. Some of them I don't know, but some of them I just met recently. And you know, I just got added 2 days ago as a facilitator, so but whatever, I don't need no fly. I'm too fly for a fly anyway. But anyway, yeah, so this is the retreat, August 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's a free retreat. If you want, you can actually, well, you can go to the website below, but actually, let me just drop the link because I need to, yeah, I need to make sure they got they vibrations together. So let me just share the link with y'all, and y'all could sign up. Whether you signing up to join me in July or not, you can feel free to sign up. I'm actually leave this up for now until I get the link, which is on the way. Just gotta, let me see. Global City of Wellness. Okay, there we go. So the registration link is coming. That's it. So, all right, this is the website. I'm going to drop the link in the chat in a second. But pretty much you just register, number, all of that. So yeah, we sold out of volunteers. If y'all know any vendors who would like to come and vend, for those who want to come and get an autographed copy of City of Wellness, or any of Queen Afua's packages, then yeah, you could do all of that. I'm not sure if there's a donate link. I guess there isn't. I asked them to add it because I think that would be nice, you know, because what we're doing is we're building an actual city. And so it's in Somerville, Georgia. So I'm going to share this link. I would love for y'all to join. If you're free on August 5th, 6th, and 7th. Your brother will be doing some dope vibrations. Oh, my screen share is paused. Chill. I thought it wasn't paused. Okay. New share. Let's see. Okay. Now y'all can see the registration link. Here's what it looks like. So yeah, these are so you would hit this free one unless for some reason you want to vend food or an autographed copy of the book, the actual book, or get the 3-day wellness treatment, etc., etc. Which is you know, most of the proceeds are going to building the city. So here's the link in the chat, and y'all can definitely vibrate on that. Hold on. Hey, let me call you right back. I'm in class right now. I'm doing the live stream. So yeah, I had to answer that. That's one of my business partners who, yeah, definitely got, you know, when you got them people you gotta answer. But you know, gotta answer yourself first always. So anyway, yeah, so the link is right there. I definitely would love for the 4 of y'all that are here to jump in, join. And does anyone have any questions on that? Puerto Rico, Just Juice July, or anything you want to share?
And then what are the dates for Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico is going to be the 3rd week of August. That is actually, we're still solidifying with a few people, but it's definitely going to be the third week of August. And I'll let y'all know. And everybody who signs up for Just Juice July, depending on the tier you sign up for, you'll definitely get a discount for that. So Puerto Rico, it's should be, right? It should be the 21st to the 27th.
Okay, it's gonna be in San Juan,
Most likely. It's
but we would fly into San Juan regardless.
right.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
all
gonna
right.
be it's gonna be around San Juan, but I'll definitely I mean it's gonna be all over my pages. It's gonna be in the Telegram groups as well.
Okay.
And it's yeah. So and I'll text you. You'll definitely know. You'll be one of the first to know.
Awesome, because one day I was playing with my daughter. I was like, we ought to just see what the flights are to Puerto Rico from Miami or Fort Lauderdale. And it was like $70. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm
there's one
telling
that
you.
leaves at 7 o'clock. She was like, we can't do it. And I was like, let's just go.
I'm telling you, and it's no passport required. So yeah, we gonna vibe.
Exactly.
The company that I'm doing it with, Elevation, they've actually already done retreats in Mexico, Puerto Rico. So now I'm working closely with them. I just did an event in Atlanta with them where I was facilitating yoga, and it was a really beautiful time. So I'm really excited to be working with this company, and you know, they're pretty much featuring me on this detox. You know, not only am I guess the freshest face, but I'm also the only male, so that should be pretty
Oh, that's
fun.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then I was just gonna share, like, just from the you know, when we had the Solarize challenge, I just see that your intentions were set because so much has happened. Like, you're sharing so many things and events and things that you've already done or planning to do. So I just want to you know, respect the movement and just the fact that you put it out there, and we can see it manifesting right before our eyes. So I'm just so grateful for what you provide to us. And I'm so grateful for what you are receiving from what you have been giving.
I really thank you for saying that, because it's so funny, and I'll let the rest of y'all in and let you know that Soul Rise was like so raw. It was so real. We was just being, everything was on the table, the transparency, but it was all love at the end of the day. And that group really bonded in a very powerful way. And I'm never going to be that type of you know, holistic practitioner who's like, oh yes, I have all the answers and I'm better than thou and I'm cured and I'm so pure. Like, that's not my MO. Really what I'm about is meeting people where they are, and also meeting myself where I am. A part of being a guide is to also know the steps that you've taken and the steps that you're about to take. So I thank you for that, Carolyn. And you know, a part of me doing that and continuing to juice with everybody, or continuing to fast, continuing to detox with everyone, is because I know that there's things that I'm trying to obtain and achieve too. So definitely grateful for your kind words, and just affirming that, and seeing that, really seeing me. And yeah, I'm excited to also, I'll be down in Florida for a little bit in July as well, so we should definitely link up. I'm gonna do something in person for everybody, everyone who's on Just Juice July or Soul Rise. We're gonna do some in Florida. So yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, let me know if you need any assistance in getting, you know, things planned, or if you know, need me to go to do FaceTime you from a place, a location scouting for you, or anything that you require while you're in New York that I can assist you with here. Please just let me know.
I appreciate that.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you so much. Thank you, Goddess Sister.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna send you a flyer. I don't know if anybody else on the call is in the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area this weekend, but you may recall when we were in Surviving Vegan that I talked about my daughter and I starting a vegan donut shop.
Yes.
And so we're gonna be at the vegan block party in Fort Lauderdale on Saturday. The Lovely Donut is the name of our company, and so you know, I'll share that with you because I know you know people down here.
Do you ship?
that is what we are working on, figuring out how to master that so they get there and still taste good. But that is definitely one of our intentions that we're setting from the business perspective, to be able to get it out to everybody by being able to ship.
All right, we'll definitely talk about that, and definitely,
Okay.
of course, after July, I definitely need
Right.
yeah, because I'm like, you want to do an
Right,
overnight shipping real quick?
Okay, right, tonight, so I can eat it tomorrow, and then we can start.
Yeah, right. No, I thank you so much, sister, and it's so great. Oh man, it was such a great experience that we've had from where we started to now. I mean, look at, yeah, so it's beautiful. We manifest, and then everything happens.
Yep.
Yes. All
Oh,
right.
and I want to just share something, one last thing,
Mhm.
because as you said, it's manifesting and it's time. But I also want to share with everybody is also don't force things, because sometimes we have a schedule that we believe is supposed to happen, but everything may not quite be in alignment. And so rather than being frustrated, just, I'll give you the reason I'm saying that. So we were supposed to open in the ghost kitchen for Lovely Donut in June, but it's a building that was being renovated from like all the way back to the bricks. And so with everything that happened with that building collapsing down here, like all of the permitting and everything has been so rigid and strict, and you'll think you can move forward and then you can't. And so we're not going to be actually starting now, thinking from all the way back in March, April. We're not starting until July. And so in the beginning we were getting frustrated and all of these things, but I remembered in Solarize Challenge when you would talk about be kind to yourself. So I was like, let me even just be kind to our situation, and that when it's time to open, we will. And so that by doing that, it caused us to say, well, we don't want to not be moving forward. We're conceptually ready to move forward. We have our recipes and everything. So we've been actually doing a lot of awareness of our company by going to all of these different vegan pop-up events and farmers markets in South Florida. And so what I want to say is that had we opened, we wouldn't have been looking for these other opportunities. So sometimes the delay is so that you can grow in other directions before you hit like that main goal that you thought you were so focused on only.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Oh, that and yeah, that whole situation in Florida with the buildings and whatnot. I'm definitely sorry to hear that you were affected by it, but I'm glad that y'all are persevering, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, and everything that you're doing, like we have these roadblocks sometimes and whatnot, but that's only a test from the Most High to see if we really want what He's putting in our path, or I should say, she is putting in our path, right? So I know that you're gonna make it happen. You and your daughter is gonna manifest, and that's powerful. That's powerful. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Thank you.
If you know anybody, especially some of our brothers who need detoxing, send them my number or send them my Instagram handle, and let's get to work. Let's get to healing. The bigger the group, the better, because that's how we know that these people are healing, and not only are they healing, but the people around them, they see the radiance. There was one of my younger brothers who joined us last time, and it's like he was actually coming to my house every day to pick up juices as well. And it's like just seeing the change in his skin, his spirit, his hair, like the way he was carrying himself after the movement exercises. It was so powerful to me. So I just want to continue to walk in my purpose and share my gifts. So with that being said, thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all so much, abundantly, giving so much thanks. And I will definitely, well, I talked to some of y'all on the regulars, but yeah, talk to y'all soon. Hopefully see all of you in on July 1st for the first session. Peace, blessings.